An NHS trust has been fined £800,000 for failings which led to the death of Wynter Andrews just 23 minutes after she was born. Nottingham University Hospital NHS Trust failed to provide safe maternity care after Wynter was born by C-section at Queen's Medical Centre in Nottingham in September 2019. Well, Sky's Becky Johnson is at Nottingham Magistrates Court. Hello there to you, Becky. Prosecutions against NHS trusts are not common, are they?
They're not common. This is only the second time that a trust has faced a criminal prosecution for failings in maternity care, and this is the highest fine that has been handed down by a court. £800,000, the fine for Nottingham University Hospitals Trust. The judge damning in her remarks, describing the systematic failures that led to the death of baby Wynter Andrews in September 2019, just 23 minutes after she was born by emergency caesarean section. The trust pleaded guilty on Wednesday to 2 counts of failing to provide safe care, one in relation to baby Wynter and one in relation to the care of her mother, Sarah Andrews. And the court heard again today how baby Wynter died following that caesarean section, which was performed too late. It was too long before care was handed over from midwives to obstetricians, and Wynter died because of a lack of oxygen to her brain, a death that was preventable, a death that was caused, the judge said, by a failure by the trust to provide adequate training for staff and indeed by understaffing on the ward at the time of baby Wynter's death. Now, the family were in court to hear this this fine being handed out, and the judge said that the fine would have been considerably higher had this been a private company, but she said she had to have in mind that this was an NHS trust that was running in deficit, that had to continue providing care to patients at a time of unprecedented pressures, and that is why she set the fine at the level that she did. But she did reiterate that the culpability of the trust in this case was high, and she said, as I say, that had this been a private company, the fine would have been considerably higher than the £800,000 that she has fined the trust today. Now, as I say, the parents of Wynter were in court. We are expecting to hear some reaction from them very shortly to this fine being handed down. We know that when the trust pleaded guilty, Sarah Andrews said that she had been failed in the most cruel way by this trust. Nottingham University Trust, of course, the latest to be under investigation for a catalogue of maternity failings. Last month, Donna Ockenden, the independent midwife investigating the trust, updated that at least 750 families had so far contacted her about potential failings in care by this trust, and we are expecting to get reaction from the trust's chief executive to this a little later today.